Hey besties, and welcome to my channel, blahscrystalsale Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. Taurus, we got to redo. We're going to do this over. And I'm going to do it correct this time. We're going to get every message. We are back. I had a little moment, but we are back. So this reading here is going to be becoming your family's first millionaire. Okay? I wrote, you have everything to prove but to yourself. So a little bit of motivation goes a long way. All right. So let's just go ahead and get started. Or maybe I should give people, a little bit of chance to get in because, I did to get out the last reading. And then we're going to start. I started to think maybe it's the deck, right? Maybe it's the deck. But I don't think so. But maybe it's the deck. Maybe if I'm going to have a mustard seed, I need to start with the mustard seed. Maybe it is the deck. Either way, let's see. So what's the mustard seed that Spirit says you need? So I guess maybe I should, nope, I'm gonna just go on with it. So what is the mustard seed that Spirit is saying that you need to have, Taurus? Thank you. What is the mustard seed that Taurus needs to have? Oh, we get the same card again. You got the Two of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you're not in this alone, but you're doing it alone. And Spirit is saying that's the mustard seed that you need to have. But give me a sec. That any and every relationship that you are having or building is going to bear fruit, right? It's not a waste of your time. In a relationship that you end up having over time or you had in life is not a waste of time. It was never a waste of time. Not when it comes to becoming the millionaire, right? It was never a waste of time. It's always going to bear fruit, right? It's always going to give you some sort of information, what to do or what not to do. And you have death, right? So I feel like the mustard seed that you need to hold on to is basically that any and every relationship, whether it is a a lover or it's your family or every disagreement, every agreement, every job that you've had, basically, that everything literally was designed and placed in your life for a reason, right? You're always on the right track. Take it as example, the last video I tried to attempt to do, right? You're always on the right track, no matter what you think you're doing. Everything literally happens for a reason in order to get you one step closer to where you need to be. Because with you becoming your family's first millionaire, it's not a desire that you have. This is basically something that Spirit is saying it's within your destiny. So for everybody that's in this reading or watching this reading later, this is literally for you and solely you. And I feel like the mustard seed basically is the knowledge, the knowing. Not the knowledge, the knowing. Basically knowing that any and everything that you encounter is literally for you in order to get you one step closer to becoming that millionaire. So I could meet somebody today and have a conversation with them, or I may not even have a conversation with them. I just may end up saying, hey, for instance, let me just fuck that example. For instance, some of you guys may have been in the last live I just did, and some of you guys may not have been, right? So for example, everything happens for a reason. So that happened for a reason, right? What does it prepare me for? One step closer to actually completing this damn reading. And I am about to quit again. Why is it every time I want to quit, this motherfucking gnat comes around? I don't know what it is. Honestly, I think it's my nerves. I think it's my nerves. You know what? Nope. I'm going to go ahead and say. I want to say this part. So, my North Node is in Aquarius, right? So, this lifetime, I have to avoid seeking validation. And I was going through it last night and I was like, I don't seek validation. I don't seek no validation. I don't give a fuck. And then I was like, wait. So when I be blocking people, is that seeking validation? But I don't think it is. But I was wondering, is that seeking validation? And now I'm kind of wondering, because I'm never one to bite my tongue. But I think because this is bigger and I see it in my head as something bigger instead of right now, I'm blocking the message. I'm blocking the message. It's not that I don't see the message, because I can see it, but I'm blocking it because somewhere in my head it's like, but I gotta do this right. I can't fuck it up because it's something bigger. When $1 million is nothing. It doesn't even fucking exist. Doesn't even fucking exist. Literally. Someone came up with numbers. Someone came up with money. Someone designed the money. It doesn't exist. So why make it so hard to obtain? And if anything, I'm going to say that's your mustard seed. That's your mustard seed. Spirit is saying it's not hard to obtain. Like, you literally could have the $1 million. It's literally right there. It's literally right there, right there. Someone made this money. Someone, what they say, money grow on trees and whatnot. They say money don't grow on trees, but obviously it does. So someone designed this money. Someone designated that this is how much money we're going to have in this world, and when we want to make more money, we'll make more money. Basically, Spirit's saying the $1 million, your $1 million is already here. Where you're going to receive this $1 million is from somebody else's pockets. Somebody is holding $1 of yours that you are going to receive either today or sometime in the future. Someone's holding $10 of yours that you're going to see today or sometime in the future, right? You may see it tomorrow. Literally, your $1 million already exists, and I feel like your mustard seed, Spirit is saying, is all your money is literally right here. So when they say you're already a millionaire, you're already a millionaire. The only thing is grabbing that $1 million, right? Doing something, coming into alignment with others, right? You're doing it alone because it's your $1 million, but you're doing it with others because you now need to get that $10 out of their pocket. You now need to get that $1 out of their pocket. You now need them to place their money into the bank so now you can receive their money, right? Honestly, I feel like your mustard seed here is Spirit is saying your money already exists. So you are already this millionaire. So if you clicked into this reading, thinking that it was going to teach you how to become a millionaire, literally I said the title, Becoming Your Family's First Millionaire. I started to do how to become a millionaire, but I didn't want to teach on how to become a millionaire. I wanted to inform you more on you becoming this millionaire versus teaching you how to become this millionaire. And I feel like Spirit saying your money is literally, it exists already. You already hold on to this money because this money is designed to come to you. So this is why we go into the, you meeting all these people, having all these different relationships are for no coincidence, for not for nothing. Okay? Not for nothing. For instance, right? I went to the gas station the other night and I had to hop my fence because my gate thing wasn't working. I had to hop my fence and I ended up going to the gas station. And I got my regular Black & Mild and Red Bull. Don't nobody know why I keep drinking them Red Bulls at night, but I be drinking them at night and I be up all night. But either way it goes, this man was in front of me and he ended up paying for my stuff. And I was like, oh, thank you. After I told him no, I got it. But then I said, let me not block my blessings. Let me let him pay for it and get the fuck up out of here. Right? So he ended up paying for it. Excuse me. And then I ended up exiting out. But right then, right there, my little $9 worth of things, or maybe even less, but let's just say $9, right? That was already included into my $1,000,000 because now I have $9 that I can save because someone else already took out of their pockets to pay for mine. So now I have $9 included into me becoming a millionaire. But give me a sec, 'cause I really want to break that part down so it makes a little bit more sense. So just give me a second. So it's one of those things of his $9 was already my $9. Everybody that you meet is for a reason, whether they give you something or not. Spirit is saying you're either going to get the financial, material, money, or you're going to get some type of knowledge, something that's going to feed you to get you one step closer to becoming your family's first millionaire. So, like I said, you're either going to get the good or the bad or the ugly when it comes to becoming your family's first millionaire. When it comes to coming together with people, everybody has a purpose, and you don't just come across these people for no reason. One reason why I may not ever come across Chris Brown, okay, and it is what it is. I guess I'll just let him go because he done got too many babies on me that I'm not cut out for that. So either way, one of the reasons why I may never come across him because he's just not meant to be, a part of my life, right? But I came across him on the TV, so he's going to teach me something in some type of way. May not ever come across, the celebrities in some type of way, but you're going to come across them in some type of way. You're going to gain some type of knowledge from them. But everything isn't meant to come from one place. Don't lose me. Just watch back if you need to. Everything isn't meant to just come from one place. Spirit is saying, I have your money basically scattered, okay? It's going to all come to you. But right now, your $1,000,000 is scattered. Your $1,000,000 is in somebody's pocket, somebody's bank account, on the ground somewhere, because money nasty, okay? Somebody's nasty ass purse, because they nasty. They don't wash their hands. So people don't be washing their hands, okay? And they may say they wash their hands, but you gotta be careful with the people that say they wash their hands, because did they wash it with just the water or they wash it with the soap? I'm just saying. Anyway, basically money is nasty, but basically Spirit is saying, your money is scattered, but your money is all going to come to you, but you're going to receive your money from multiple sources, right? Even when it comes to, let's say, the lottery, that money comes from multiple sources. That money comes from, and let's not get all technical, but that money comes from this person buying a $3 ticket, this person buying $6 worth of a ticket, this person buying 20 3, 6, 9, 12, $21 worth of a ticket, right? That money is going to end up getting scattered, but eventually it's going to come all together, is what Spirit is saying. It's going to meet at one place. And I feel like your mustard seed, Spirit is basically saying, is your money already exists. And that's what you need to hold on to. Your money already exists. Don't look at yourself as, I'm learning how to be a millionaire, because you are already a millionaire. Your $1,000,000 is already on this earth. Okay? It's already on this earth. Now let's move the fuck on before I get stuck again. So, what do you need to become? Or who do you need to become? Who does Taurus need to become, Spirit? Like I said, you need to realize that you're doing this by yourself. Okay? You need to become the orphan. You need to solely think about you. You don't got no family. You don't got no family. If you're becoming your family's first millionaire, you don't got no family. Okay? Nobody else in your family is a millionaire. Nobody within your family can teach you how to do it. You are that golden child. Okay? You are the person that's going to end up leaving your family, right? Breaking apart from your family. In order to become this millionaire, you're not going to be able to do it with your family, because nobody within your family can teach you how to become it, because you are going to be the first. So, Spirit is saying who you need to become is an orphan. Right now, how you're going to look at the situation is, I don't have any family. You have family, but in your reality of becoming this millionaire, you don't have anybody within your family that you can look at and be like, well, I can look at them and they could teach me how to do it. You know, I could look at them and they could teach me how to do it. You don't have, teach me how to Dougie is playing in my head right now. But either way, you don't have anybody else that can teach you how to do it. So Spirit is saying who you need to become is that orphan. Any and every decision that you make to become this millionaire, to get that money pulled from that person's pocket, is going to be based off of your decision. This is not a group decision, right? I said there's a group, when it comes to you, because that money is scattered. It's going to come from different places, right? It's going to come out of different people's pocket. But when it comes to becoming that millionaire, Spirit is saying this part is done by yourself. Nobody else's decisions should matter. So you deciding to quit or continue a job should not be based upon somebody else, because they can't tell you what you should be doing. When I started this channel, right, I said I ended up making 6 figures, right? When I started this channel, you know how many people within my family said, oh, that's crazy. You're not really going to make any money from that. You know, why would you leave that job? Why would you leave security? Or you need to have a job. You need to go get a job. You need to go get a job. And I said, no, I know it's going to work. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's going to work, right? And they were like, well, you need to have this if you're going to have a business. You need to have that if you're going to have a business. And I was like, I don't want to think about that right now. I just want to simply do. I want to enjoy what makes me happy. I just want to continue to do it. It seems to be working right now. I don't want to think about it, right? Come the end of the year, filing my taxes, I saw for the first time, I literally made 6 figures. And I was like, I don't really know how I did that, but I did. But you know how I did it? I literally did it by myself, okay? The orphan. I didn't do it alone, as in like gathering the money part, but the work, the ideas, the decisions were literally done all by myself. Because had I listened to my family saying, no, you need to go get a job, I would not have poured into, you know, my business. Had I listened to my family when they said, oh, I think this is a better decision for you, you know, I would not have, you know, whatever the fuck I was saying. I would not have done whatever I've done right now. So I feel like Spirit's saying, keep out of my side of my cheek. But I feel like what Spirit's saying here is, when it comes to, you got the 4 swords here. When it comes to who you need to become, you need to start looking at this as you are in this alone. And every decision that you make from now on in becoming this millionaire is going to be based off of you and what you decide to do. Whatever your gut is deciding to tell you to do, whatever you are deciding to do, everything is based on you, okay? Everything is based on you. And honestly, I feel like now I understand why I had that mental breakdown in that video. I deleted it. If you didn't join me in that first live, I deleted it. Why? Because everything was put on me. It's like, you need to show up and you need to deliver. You need to deliver this reading. And it was overwhelming. It was so much, right? It was so much. But if I start looking at it in the fact of, you know, well, I'm an orphan and I have to, you know, deliver this message. But if I deliver it, you know, based off of me, instead of saying, you know, I got all these eyes on me, I'm going to have all these people listening to this, and I want to do it correctly, instead of feeling like I have to, you know, come back into some type of perfection that I'm never sitting in. I'm never sitting in the energy. Then basically, I would not have freaked out, you know, or had that damn near panic attack or whatnot. Either way, I lost myself there. But hopefully you get what I'm saying. But give me a sec. Who do they need to become, Spirit? You have the 4 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and you have the Emperor. Yeah, you're doing this alone, okay? You are doing this alone. You got Spirit here, but this is your journey. This is you becoming, nobody else. Look, you literally have the Emperor here. Nobody else has control over this. Nobody else is going to be able to achieve this. So if you keep sitting around waiting for somebody to show you the way, show you how to do certain things, you're not going to become that millionaire, okay? You can't wait around for people to give up the information that they are unwilling to give up, right? Damn it, they're unwilling to give it up. Why? Because if I share this information, there's too many people with the mindset of, if I share this information with you, you're gonna take out of my pocket. What did I just tell you? Your money is going to come from many different people's pockets. So there's people already at the top that's like, I'll give you just a little bit, but what happens? In order for me to give you a little bit, you have to what? Pay me. You got to pay me. Which means if I tell you all this information, what happens? You learn it, and then what happens? People have to what? Pay you, which means what? You now have competition, or they now have competition, and you are now their competition. Spirit is saying when you come up to being this millionaire, you are literally the lone wolf. From here on out, you are the lone wolf. This is why some of you guys may not choose to become the millionaire, right? Because your life is literally going to change. You are going to forever be the lone wolf. That doesn't mean you're not going to have people around you. That doesn't mean you're not going to have people that love you. You're not going to have supporters. But you are forever in this alone, okay? Alone. Every decision you make to gain this, every decision you make to keep this is going to be based off of you. Off of you, okay? This is going to be a huge responsibility, but it's easy to get. I feel like Spirit's saying it's easy to get because it already exists. But the burden that may fall upon you, some of you guys may feel like, I'm not ready to do this. I'm not ready for this because I have to give up so much. I got to give up my family. I love them. Okay, I got to give up certain relationships, but I love them. I got to give up this lifestyle, but I love it. Right? How many people do you see get to the top and then lose their money because they can't let go of, you know, the drugs. They can't let go of some type of addiction. They can't let go of the hood. They can't let go of their old life, right? How many people do you see get to the top and lose that? It's too much for them. It's too much for them to handle. And Spirit is saying this is why when you are becoming this millionaire, and when you become the millionaire that you are becoming, or you are going to become, or you are becoming basically, Spirit is saying you got to remember that you are in this alone. Those old ways of thinking, those old ways of doing things no longer exist for you. Okay? No longer exist for you. It's now time for you to really start prioritizing and really, literally being disciplined about your finances, your money. And it's not saying you can't share this money, but Spirit is saying here, it's basically you becoming the sole proprietor, basically, or the sole person of your $1 million. Okay? And plus more, because you don't just stop at $1 million. People don't just typically, some people do, okay? Stop at $1 million. You know, people don't just get $1 million and be like, oh, that's it, right? Most people are like, oh, how am I going to make more money, right? They may start off the right way, but what happens, they go back into those addictions and they go spending. Because in the past, when I didn't have enough, I just spent. Now that I have a lot, I'm going to just spend, right? And nobody's saying that you can't enjoy life, you can't, or you have to save. But Spirit is saying, at the end of the day, those clothings mean nothing to you. Those cars mean nothing to you. Why? Because you got the money already. You could go out and buy those clothes on any given day. You can go out and buy those cars any given day. So what you value right now is not going to be important to you when you reach the millionaire status. It's not going to be important. So Spirit is saying, as of right now, your mindset needs to shift. Who you need to become is the orphan. Start shifting into that person. Whatever you care about right now, you honestly will not give two shits about when you become this millionaire. That car is it's just another car. Fuck, I got 2 of them sitting in the garage. I could afford it and I got 2 of them already. Okay? Those chains that, you desire right now, you're not gonna give 2 shits about. It's simple for you to do it. And some of you may give 2 shits about it. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is where you're going to start dropping out. I told you those addictions and everything else that you can't let go of. This is why Spirit's stressing to you now, you have to become that orphan version of you. That's what I really want to get through your head. Start looking at yourself as everything you are doing right now, you are doing by yourself, you are doing alone, and you are doing for yourself. So every decision from this day forward, and I don't care if you got a husband or a wife, okay? Every decision, because you are becoming the millionaire. It's not them, it's you, right? So every decision that you are making from this day forth is based off of you. Now, if you're saying we are becoming millionaires, then that's a group project. That's over there, and that's a whole nother reading, right? But for you to become this millionaire, Spirit is saying it's literally solely about you. You have tunnel vision. Your ears are closed. They only are listening for the knowledge, right? They are only listening for the knowledge, basically. So it's like I can hear conversations. I go to these seminars, I listen to all these things, even to this reading, correct? I hear all these things, but at the end of the day, what am I going to do? I'm going to make my own decision. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only person that's going to be able to gain this $1,000,000. I'm the only person. Okay, now let's move on. So, Taurus, what do you need to hold on to? And good evening, y'alls. What does Taurus need to hold on to? You got balance. Okay, now this is an entrepreneur deck, but just give me a sec to explain it. You got manifest amazing business results by staying in balance. Work hard, but take breaks to get back to get back into ease and flow. Feel the joy as you work. That's what you got. It's so beautiful. You got the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups. Spirit is saying, look, yes, you're going to be doing this alone. Yes, this is going to take some hard work for you. But one thing they do not want you to ever lose is your happiness. Okay? Your passion for it. Your happiness. Don't get lost in trying to make $1,000,000. Because remember, the $1,000,000 already exists. It's already yours. So don't get lost in trying to make $1,000,000. Basically, why do you have to work so hard to make $1,000,000 that's already existing? Shouldn't it be simple? Shouldn't it be easy? I didn't say that you have to like just, throw yourself into everything and just completely just, try to make it happen. Because when you try to force something to happen, you end up creating more and more blockages. You end up gaining more and more burdens, right? You have a family, right? You have children, you have everything else. What happens when you're constantly trying to make something be? You start ignoring your family. You start no longer doing what makes you happy. You're no longer going out to the club. You're no longer going out for that drink. You're no longer enjoying yourself. And Spirit's saying to you, what you need to hold on to is that happiness, right? There should be no reason why you have to work so hard in order to become a millionaire. And that's what I was saying in the other reading before I deleted it. This is why I feel like when you're trying to find out how you are going to become that millionaire, it's great to get people from the same level as you, but the same people that are goal oriented, people that are driven to become exactly what you are becoming. Because getting somebody higher up is basically not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. If Spirit is telling you when you become this orphan, going towards your $1,000,000, you're going to be the orphan. What do you think the millionaires are? Already an orphan. So do you really think they're going to give up their secrets so you can take their $1,000,000? No, they're not. You are better off you will find out more secrets on how to be a millionaire, how to become your version of a millionaire, from somebody that has not yet achieved it, but is on their way to achieving it. Because the millionaires are going to be hushed. Okay, they're not going to reveal their secrets. Do you see Louis Vuitton or whatnot, or Kellogg's, or whoever else big companies are revealing their secrets on how they do everything? No, you don't. And why? Because then what happens if many people are going to start to jump in and take what's theirs, and they don't want that. They don't want that. And Spirit is saying, that's why, well, I was saying, but Spirit is saying, that's why you'll find out more information from people that literally are on their way to becoming one versus those that's already achieved it. Because everybody that's at the top literally is already collecting from your pockets, right? They're already collecting from there because they need to continue to be that millionaire. So that all their goal basically is to say, hey, I got this book out, I need to collect from your pockets. Okay, hey, I got this class, I need to collect from your pockets. I got this whatever, I need to collect from your pockets. I won't be in charge of this class. I'm gonna delegate somebody else to be in charge of this class. Whole time you're thinking you're about to find out exactly how they do. Give me a whole time you're thinking you're about to find out exactly how, you know, this person made their $1 million, but turns out you're about to hear it from Billy. Okay? You're about to find out from Billy how this person made their $1 million. And Billy just got signed on to the team. Why the fuck are you listening to bitch? Why the fuck are you listening to Billy? Billy don't know shit about how this person got their $1 million, except what they also read and what they learned in orientation or whatnot else. Billy can't tell you how they did it. So, Spirit is saying what you need to hold on to is your happiness, right? Don't try to kill yourself trying to get it. I think I jumped through subjects right there. But I kind of want to go back and then basically just remember what I was saying right there. I'll come back. So basically, at the end of the day, Spirit is saying the best people to really find out this information from, if you're really going to seek how am I going to become, is find somebody that you can connect to, right? So when I was growing my first channel, right, I haven't started doing it just yet, but when I was growing my first channel, one of the easiest ways for me to grow that channel was to compete with somebody that was just a little bit ahead of me. So when I made it to 1,000 subscribers, I would be like, well, I would find somebody else that had like 3,000 subscribers, and I would post and post and post until I made 3,000, and then I made my goal, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I found somebody that had 5,000. I found somebody that had 10,000. I found somebody that had 15,000. You know, I inched my way up, and every time it was simple for me to achieve those goals. Why? Because I knew that I could achieve, you know, coming from 1,000 to 3,000, 3,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000 versus 1,000 and jumping all the way to 100,000. That was going to be difficult as shit. Why? Because if I look at it from my mindset at the time or even now, that's a lot. Anybody would say that's a lot. That's a lot of people that you got to end up getting. That means you probably have to end up having a lot of money to even pay YouTube or pay somebody to like really, you know, get you up there. That means you're probably honestly may have to even cheat somehow, some way in order to get those people, to get those subscribers. You may have to pay for subscribers or something to hurry up and achieve that. If you start from the same level, somebody that's within your reach where you can actually understand, give me a sec. You'll find more valuable information in order to get you there. Going to go listen to the millionaires on how they are millionaires, that's not going to work for you. All it does is inspire you, but the information that they tell you, what the fuck you going to do? What are you going to do? One time, my friends, they were in the, I don't know what that thing was called. It wasn't Avon. It was something else. They had pots and pans and something else, right? They took me to, this, I think I just got out of high school. They took me to this thing, and they were like, oh, we're part of this. And they were like, you know, you should sign up with us. And I was like, I don't really know. I don't think my mama would let me do that. And actually, I called my mama and told her to please tell them no, because I didn't want to do it. So she told them, no, I didn't want her to do that. And I was like, oh, thank God. But either way, they took me, I think we drove like to Georgia or something. I don't know where we drove to, from Florida to Georgia. And it was like this big event. And all the millionaires were there. All the people like higher up the pyramid, basically. Was it Pamper Chef? I don't think so. They had a lot of stuff. But yeah, all the millionaires were on stage. All the people with the crystal golden tickets or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But they were showing their lives. They were showing their life stories, and they were showing their big houses, and they were showing all the cars, and their kids came up, and then they were talking about how their children go to this school and everything else. And it all sounds so awesome. I fell asleep because I actually broke out. I broke out into hives, and I took some Benadryl, so I eventually ended up falling asleep because whatever hotel we was in, I don't think it was very clean. So my whole body broke out. I slept on the couch, and I don't think they cleaned that couch. And either way it goes. It was really awesome to look at. And I was like, oh, that's going to be me one day. The only thing I could gain from that was inspiration. Why? Because I wasn't on their level. They didn't bring the small guns out. No, they put on a big show because everything is good to look at. Everybody's going to show up and pay their money to learn how to become that millionaire. Everybody's going to do it. But when you walk out of there, the only thing that you have is literally that inspiration, is that hope. And that's only going to get you so far. Because when you come back, when you come out of there, they're going to their reality of, I am a millionaire. Okay, I am a millionaire, and they're even more of a millionaire. Why? Because you paid your money, right, to be inspired. So when you come out of there, what do you have to do? Go back to your reality, and therefore you now have to really be disciplined, because you are still on the search of finding out how you are going to become this millionaire. Because when you walked in there, you figured you was going to find out all the secrets, but what did they say? Oh no, you're not going to find out all the secrets. We're not going to tell you all the secrets, because then you'll never pay for more to come back in order to get more. We're never going to do that for you. So now you're left wondering how the fuck you are going to become this millionaire. So my point of this whole story basically is saying, if you are going to find out how to become a millionaire, find somebody closer to your level that you can strive to achieve. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, you know you can get to where they are. When you get to their level, you find your next person, okay? Especially when it comes to a mentor. Stop striving so high to achieve what your mentor has achieved, okay? Find a mentor that's just a little bit above you. Make it easier for yourself, because Spirit said it should not be hard, okay? If you find a mentor that's already a millionaire, you know how hard you got to work to become that millionaire, no matter what they teach you. They have tons of people under them, but you don't. So, and then too, they got tons of people that believe in them. They already found their following. They already found their supporters and everything else. You have to work for that. The people that you have right now are what? Your family and friends. And what does Spirit tell you? You are an orphan. You are an orphan, because your family and friends that you have around you right now are not going to believe in you. They're not going to give to you. You are a beggar at this point. This is who you need to become when it comes to becoming this millionaire. Spirit is saying you're going to gain your money from other people's pockets, not your families, not your friends. You are an orphan. Okay, you're an orphan. So you need to start finding mentors or people that you can learn from that literally are just a little bit above you. So that way you make your goal a lot easier to achieve. And when you get there, you're like, ooh, look at me, I made it. Now who's next, right? I gotta go looking elsewhere. Okay, I made my first 6 figures. How am I gonna make my 7 figures, right? I need to find somebody that has 7 figures. Now I don't want to go to 8. Okay, I don't want to go to 8. Now 8 can happen miraculously. You never know. But let's not focus there, because we'll just simply allow that to be. If it happens, it happens. When it happens, it happens. It's going to surprise everybody. It's going to surprise you. But your goal is now, I'm going to 7 figures. And if 7 figures is too high, because if you literally just only made 100,000 and now you're trying to go to like literally, you know, up there, then you may need to try to go to like 2,000. Let's stay in the 6-figure range, right? 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, you know, in order to make sure that you can actually achieve these goals. So, damn it, hold on, because I lost myself a little bit. Just give me a sec. Oh, so basically, find people that you can actually, that's realistic for you, that you can actually, you know, really grow into. So when you go to finding the people that are going to fill your pockets, because there's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. Okay, because even now, I got to do it. But either way it goes, mind business. But there's nothing wrong with basically being this beggar, right? But Spirit is saying, you know, you don't want to be a beggar to the wrong people. Okay? When it comes to finding somebody that's already a millionaire, how long are you going to be a beggar to them? How long are you going to be in debt to them? Because basically, finding a millionaire when you basically are only bringing in $25,000 a year, you know, you're going to be giving out a lot more than you bargained for, right? You're only making $25,000 a year, and they're talking about some of their courses are going to be like $5,000 every month. You only make $25,000 a year. That's a huge investment for you. For somebody, like, you are literally going to put yourself in the broke mentality, okay, the lack mentality. And it's a given. It's hard to hold on to that amount of a mustard seed or that amount of a faith when you see nothing but money being given and given and given and given and given, and you're looking at what, I got this debt, I got this debt, I got this debt, I got this debt, right? And which is why Spirit's saying, well, you're not ready for the $5,000 a month millionaire, right? You need to come into the person that's literally at maybe $100 a month. I can afford to do the $100 a month. Why? Because it makes me feel rich still, right? $100 a month is nothing. And I get to keep my rich mentality versus a lack mentality. Me joining the team of a millionaire is literally me coming into the lack mentality because I'm giving more than I'm actually receiving right now. So I'm never going to see that I can become this millionaire. I'm only going to keep dreaming of it because honestly, I'm only dreaming. I'm only dreaming this because I'm giving so much and they're just taking, taking, taking. So Spirit is saying to you, you know, when it comes to building your team, don't lose me here. I'm trying to get 3 different points. When it comes to becoming the millionaire version of you, level yourself up in the way that you need to level up. Okay, don't shoot for the moon. Pick yourself up, pick your levels, and pick the ones that's closest to you. Right, get out of the family dynamic of you know, these people are going to support me, right? No, they're not. Okay, no, they're not. Even when I told my mother what I was going to do, and my mother is a big part of me. I got like mommy issues. Okay, I got mommy issues. So you know, my mother used to make a lot of my decisions. She still does now. Sometimes I don't pick up the phone, you know, so I don't have to hear the Sheena, why would you do that? No, I don't think you should be doing that. I don't want to hear that, okay? Because I know I'm going to do that fuck shit still. Okay, but I don't want to hear her say, don't do it. Why? Because she's going to give to me something that I don't need. So I have to become an orphan in making my own decisions. So your families and your friends, Spirit is saying they're not going to feed you. You're going to be an orphan. You're going to be an orphan. So get ready to become an orphan to your family and friends. And now, moving into finding your soul tribe and finding your mentors and everything else. Spirit is saying now you're coming to them as a beggar, and don't look at it like it's beneath you. Okay. Now, beggar may not necessarily be the word that I want to use, but it's the word that I need to use right now. You're coming to them as a beggar, right? Because what's happening? You need something that you do not have. You need something. Yes, you may be coming with you know, what is it? Yes, you may be coming with your own ideas and everything else, but you're coming to them because you need something. But Spirit is saying, I don't want you to remain a beggar. I want you to remain an orphan, but I don't want you to remain a beggar forever. So I need you to get the people that just are a little bit above you, that when you reach that level, that next level, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I did it. I feel accomplished. I'm one step closer to becoming the millionaire that I am meant to become. Versus, last time saying it, versus I found a millionaire and they're going to teach me how to become a millionaire. I'm going to buy all these books on how to become a millionaire, and I'm going to just read all these things, all these books and everything else from all these millionaires. And what they're going to do is skip the hard part. They're just going to tell me that basically it sounds simple, it sounds easy, right? But it's not simple. It's not easy, because nowhere in there is really the legit struggle. Nowhere in there is that. Nowhere in there is the legit struggle. One thing I can say for certain is, you know, going through life, like life was never easy. Life was never easy. But one thing about me is I am a go-getter, and I don't give a fuck how hard it gets. Yes, I'm going to have a mental breakdown. I am. And I'm going to cry. I am. But at the end of the day, I'm going to suck it up, and I'm going to pick myself up, and I'm going to keep going. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Life was not easy. Okay, I went through being bullied. I went through being, you know, abused, you know, abusive relationships or whatnot. It just wasn't fun. But I still made it through somehow, some way, because every time I knew I was going to fucking get out of whatever the fuck I was in. I knew something was going to be better. I knew I was going to find it. I knew I was going to find it. And one of the reasons why I'm probably separated from my family and everything else is so I don't have to deal with whatever bullshit that I was dealing with before. It's easier to be apart. Why? Because I'm looking at myself as I'm an orphan. And if I want to make it to be whatever I want to be, I got to step out of everybody else's opinions. I got to step out of everybody else's decision making for me. I got to be like, you think my family know what the fuck I'm doing? I could literally call them and lie right now and tell them, yeah, I got this going on, I got that going on, I don't got this going on, I don't got that going on, and they can't tell me shit unless I say it, because I'm not around. Right now, I am an orphan. I'm doing this by myself and everything else. So basically, now, Spirit's point to this was what you need to hold on to is, once again, your happiness. It should be easy, not hard. If it becomes difficult and it becomes unpleasing, you are shooting way too high. You got the wrong mentor, you got the wrong people around you, and everything else. You now need to lighten your load and go do something that's going to make you happy. The Knight of Swords. You need to go ahead and lighten your load and go do what makes you happy, right? Go do what makes you happy. So, for instance, if now, I quit the video, but I knew I was going to come back. I'm not going to give up. But if I get really frustrated when it comes to readings, because sometimes readings are just not that easy, right? It's just not that easy. Like, I know people look at it like, oh, it's so simple. All you got to do is read the tarot. It's easy when you read the tarot. But when you channel the message, it's not always that easy to catch, right? But one thing about me is if I get stressed out, I'm going to quit, okay? I will be back, though. But I'm going to quit. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my ass to fucking bed. I'm going to take my ass to bed. I'm going to go find something else to do. Because one thing I will not do is let this bitch stress me out. Now, I may kind of think about it, though. But I won't touch it. I won't touch it no more. Until I have relaxed my brain and I have decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and try that again. Let me go ahead and do that again. But I'm not going to keep going and going and going and going and going. Because I'm going to get frustrated. Something's going to break. Right? I've grown to I've gone through situations where I did keep trying it and trying it and trying it and trying it. You know, one time I literally was reading my cards and I couldn't understand it. And you know how upset I got? And it only hurt me, and it hurt Spirit, nothing. It only hurt me. I got so upset that I threw off every card deck off my fucking table. Okay? I took cards out the boxes and was tossing them bitches. Okay? When I calmed down, you know what happened? I had to pick all them bitches up. And I had to put them all together. Me. By my damn self. Why? Because I got frustrated. I made it harder than it had to be. If I would have just simply walked away and went to go do something else in the meantime, that would have, picked my energy back up, where I could have came back and been like, okay, let's try this again. I would have been all right. But instead, I got frustrated because it became hard and it became overwhelming. And instead of letting go like I should have, I decided to hold on to it. And that was the end result. Those were just cards. Now imagine the end result for some of you guys when you're holding on and you're trying to make things work. You're creating blockage after blockage after blockage. You're having loss after loss after loss because you're constantly holding on to something that doesn't make you happy. Not making the money you want to have. You're not getting the amount of attention that you want to get. Not knowing exactly what you want to do, right? Because there's no room for that. There's no room for the money that you want to make. There's no room for the attention that you want to gain. There's no room for the inspiration or purpose that you want to know. There's no room for that. And Spirit's saying, well, when are you going to let it go? Go do something that makes you happy. Okay? There's always something that makes you happy. A lot of people often ask me, especially after becoming a mother, what do you like to do for fun? And a lot of times I say, I don't know. I don't know what I like to do. Right? And it's not that I don't know what I like to do. I just don't want to do it. Okay? Because I know more than likely I'm going to start it and then I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want to do it. But now I'm stuck there because they still want to do it and I can't leave. I don't want to be there no more, but I can't tell you that I don't want to be there no more because I told you it made me happy. And I thought it was going to make me happy, but I really don't feel like doing it right now. So honestly, what's really going to make me happy is taking my ass to fucking bed. Okay? That's going to make me happy. And this part is probably going to be my Taurus moon. I'd rather sit in fucking bed all damn day and eat my motherfucking snacks and stuff. That's literally going to make me happy. I don't have to leave the house, nothing. Because as soon as I got to get dressed and I got to get all cute and everything else to go outside this house, I am tired, okay? All that work that I put in to get out this fucking house, I am tired. I want to get in the bed and eat my snacks. And that's what's going to make me happy. So when it comes to becoming the millionaire that I am going to be, basically, that's what I'm going to choose to do. Because that makes me happy. I'm not going to choose, going out to the club with everybody else because that makes them happy. That doesn't make me happy. I am an orphan in this, so I'm going to do what solely makes me happy. No matter how stupid or crazy it may sound. Okay? Okay? Let's move on. So, what did you do or think of in the past that would have made you a millionaire by now? Taurus Spirit, what did they do or what did they think of that would have made them a millionaire by now? What the fuck is that? have gave me any other card. You could have gave me any other card. Some of y'all had lawsuits that you skipped over. Okay? Some of y'all had lawsuits that would have easily made you a millionaire. You skipped over it. Why you skipped over it? I don't know. Maybe you didn't know all the information. But either way, you got health here. It says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Some of y'all had lawsuits. But what I am getting here is what you thought of or what you did in the past that would have made you a millionaire is definitely dealing with your well-being. You have the Eight of Cups. Remember that slip and fall you probably had in that store and you said, oh, no, that's okay. That's probably your chance. This one time, this guy in Walmart, he stopped me and I said, this is my chance. But I said, oh, it's not worth it. I'm going to just get the fuck out. But I knew he was profiling like a bitch. Because all I had was like 3 bags in my cart. And I literally went to that self-checkout line. And he was like, oh, and I had my headphones in too. Why I had a cart, I don't know. I was like hearing all them bitches. But he was like, I need to check your stuff. And I was like, I looked at everybody else and I'm like, fuck. I looked at everybody else and I caught it a little bit, but not really. But I looked at everybody else's bags and I'm like, so you checking everybody's bag or you just checking mine? And he was like, oh, I'm checking everybody's. And so I looked at everybody else's bag again as they passed through the door and I said, well, then check their bag. And he was like, I'm focused on your bag right now. If I could check your bag, then I could check everybody else's bag. And I said, well, you have a nice day. And I walked my ass the fuck out that store. I dare you to chase me, bitch. Whole lawsuit. But I lost my opportunity because I really didn't make it that big of a deal. But honestly, I didn't feel like dealing with that. So I just dipped out. But either way, Spirit is saying, what did you do or think of in the past that would have made you a millionaire? You have the 8 of Cups. You were on to something, Taurus. You were on to something. You got the Knight of Swords. But you walked away from it. You uncovered something. You may be able to go back to it. Because what it feels like to me is nobody else knows about this. Nobody else has done it yet. Right? You know how you have ideas and then you see somebody else with the idea later on and it's like, damn, I had that idea one time. Right? Because we all basically have a collective brain. So somebody's bound to think of it if you don't do it. But I feel like Spirit's saying there's something that you did or that you are working on or you once worked on. You uncovered this that nobody else has done just yet. You're sitting on a gem still. You got the 9 of Pentacles. Nobody else has done it yet. You have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Nobody else discovered it just yet. But somebody will, Spirit saying, if you don't get on it. Somebody will break into your house, basically, and make money. Literally, break into your house and make money off of it. You see how nice he looked compared to the house, right? Somebody will eventually think of it. Somebody will eventually do it. But, I'm trying to see exactly what it is. You know why you didn't do it? Just think about what it is, what it could be. Okay, whatever comes to mind is more likely what it is. The reason why you didn't do it was because you didn't have the money. That's why you didn't do it. You were waiting on the money. That's why you didn't pursue it. Whatever amount of money that you thought you needed, you did not have, so therefore you did not do it. But this is the part where I say it comes into the whole going too high, right? Because if you think about a business, right? If you think about a business and you be like, well, I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need that, and I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need that, and I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need that, you're going to come up to, I need a lot of money. And then what happens? You come back into your lack mentality. This is what I said. It's going to be hard to maintain if you go too high. But you're going to come back into your lack mentality. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you think about a business, right? If you think about a business and you be like, well, I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need that, and I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need that, you're going to come up to, I need a lot of money. And then what happens? You come back into your lack mentality. This is what I said. It's going to be hard to maintain if you go too high. But you're going to come back into your lack mentality. So Yeah, so Spirit is saying basically, you said, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, and I'm not ready for this. Awesome idea. I know it's going to make me rich, but I don't have what I need right now in order to get it. And Spirit is saying to you, give me a sec, because I didn't lose it, but hold on. This is why it is important to remember that you are an orphan. Okay? This is why it's important to remember that you are an orphan. Whatever you need is going to be there, right? You got to come into the beggar. And you can't feel like I'm less than just because I'm a beggar. We all got to start somewhere, right? This is why it's important to come into a beggar. A beggar is not going to see basically all that you see, right? When you see it, you come from the entitled portion. I am entitled. I deserve to have this. Like, not keep that deserved on the table. The entitled point of view, okay? You come from the, I need to have all these things in order to have this. Like, in order to have this type of business. Like, your desire is like already seen. Like, your business is going to be like this. You're going to have your name like that. You're going to have this and you're going to have that, right? So you come from the entitled point of view. Give me one sec. Don't lose me here. Like, just give me a sec, because this little nose ring thing fucking pissing me off. But either way, you're coming from the entitled point of view. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Basically, now the beggar, basically the orphan right here, the beggar is literally going to see in their reality that everything that's meant for me is going to be for me. It's going to simply be for me. So I'm not going to be looking at I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, because I have all that I need. I have all that I need. And whatever I need is going to be provided. The opposite of you, right? It's like when you're looking at creating something, starting something, you're coming from the point of the orphan, but the family orphan, right? I need all these things and I'm hoping to get all these things. I'm coming from a place of I have to prove myself, right? I have to prove something to my family versus I've joined my soul tribe. I know what I want to do and I know I need certain things. So it's like Spirit saying, you felt like I needed all this money, but Spirit saying, see, if you were happy, you would have been like, well, I'm going to just go ahead and get this one thing. I'm going to get this one thing. I'm going to get this one thing. Basically, get the party started. Like, I feel like all you had to do, simply do, because you had the finances and whatever else you needed would have came. You needed to put yourself in that energy already. I am the CEO. I am the business owner. I am whatever your success is, right? Whatever your creation was going to be. So when I started this business, I started off with, fuck it, let me make a YouTube channel, right? I'm going to just make the YouTube. And then what happened? Next, I was like, well, I need a name. Let me go get my name or whatnot, right? That's my next step. I'm going to spend a little bit of money on, getting the name because I have the money right now to get the name. And then I'm going to spend a little bit of money on such and such, right? And some people go out and they get all these, business credit cards and everything else. And all that stuff you got to end up paying back, right? Now, yes, you will build your credit and whatnot, but sometimes, what if your credit wasn't that great? Now you're over here like, well, I need all these things. In order for me to get the business credit card, I need to get all that I need, right? A lot of what I did within my business, I had to pay out, basically. I invested in my own business. So I paid whatever bills I had to pay, and then everything else literally poured back into the business. I didn't worry about how I was going to get these business credit cards and how I was going to get all these other things. I got to get this in my name. I got to get that in my name. I got to get this. I got to get that. Everything literally was done off of whatever I received. Versus me thinking about all these different things. And Spirit is saying, the reason why you did not do whatever it was that you were about to do is because you were thinking of all these things that you got to do at once instead of doing one at a time. Whatever you need in that moment will be provided for you. It's like you were waiting. You uncovered something, but you were waiting. And you did not go into that wish fulfillment. Not yet, right? You're still standing at the end of it. You did not go into that wish fulfillment because, excuse me, You were still waiting for your ships to come in, right? I can't complete this. I can't do this until I have all the money that I need. So when it comes down to even like my tarot deck, right? I've been working on it for like 3 years and I just now finished it. I could have sat here and said, you know, I can't complete this deck until I have all the money that I need. And you know how much that fucking deck cost me to make? Either way it goes. I could have sat here and said, well, I don't have all the money that I need to complete this tarot deck. But no, I said I'm going to take it one card at a time. Okay? So, and then I took a break for like a whole year. Maybe a year and a half, honestly. But either way, it took me 3 years to make it. But, you know, I said, you know what, I'm going to do 2 cards a week. Right? It's pretty expensive with the artists that I got. So I'm going to do 2 cards a week. And then if I could do more, I'm going to do more. But I'm going to wait. Right? I'm going to wait. I'm going to just do what I can do. And one day it's going to be complete. And right now, 3 years later, it is complete. But can you imagine if I was still waiting with this idea, just sitting there, literally, like, I need all the money that I need to get in order to make this deck. And what Spirit's saying to you is you had a wonderful idea. You still have a wonderful idea. But what you're doing is sitting at that starting line, and you haven't even started this just yet because you still feel like you need all the money in the world in order to start this. But Spirit is saying all you need to do is start this. And you better start it soon before somebody else gets to it. Because somebody else in this world has that same idea. Same idea. Same idea. When I think I was like at elementary school, literally elementary school, and I would sit there and like all these inventions would come to mind. And one thing that I said, it'd be, because my little sister was born, so I was like in 5th grade. And she was just born, and I was like, you know, it'd be so cool if we had a car seat that turned into a stroller. I literally said that, and I remember that, like day and night or whatever. I remember that as if it was yesterday. Come to find out what happened. There's a lady in this fucking world that literally made a car seat into a fucking stroller. So that goes to say, Spirit is saying, look, if you sit on it, somebody else is going to think of it. Somebody else is going to receive that message and they're going to act on it. You still have a chance to do it. And Spirit is saying you don't need all that you think you need in order to do it. This is your $1 million idea. Okay? Your $1 million idea. And sometimes you may think of that one idea, and what happens? That one idea becomes your niche. It becomes your niche. It becomes your sole topic. And what happens? You branch off from there. You branch off from there. So, for instance, tarot. What does that bring me into? What can I do underneath tarot or spirituality? Let's just say spirituality. What can be done under spirituality? Tarot, crystals, candles, the tarot deck or whatever. The channels, right? The tarot channels that I have. All those things can be done. And they can be broke down into 9 different businesses and everything else. So what happens? Under the niche of spirituality, now I have 9 different things going on. Which, what happens when you're doing 9 different things? Okay, even though I'm not actively working on all of them right now. I'm going to get there. Okay, but I got it. Anyway, what happens when you're working on all these different things that you have now created underneath this niche? That's money here, that's money here, that's money here, that's money here, that's money here. Which eventually what? Adds up to what? $1 million, right? When I made my first 6 figures, I didn't even know I made 6 figures. I literally was doing all these different things. Then at the end of the year, when I calculated my taxes, I said, oh, how'd that happen? I don't even fucking know. I was just working on all these different things underneath this niche. It's because I found a niche. I was able to, profit from doing all these different things. Instead of saying, hey, I need to get my $1 million from this. I need to get the $1 million from my main channel, right? The main channel may not be solid. And as we can see now, it's not always solid. Look at the views and the likes or whatever else it is. So if I'm not getting the income from the main channel, I can move on to the crystals. If I'm not getting the income from the crystals, I can move on to the candles. If I'm not getting the candles, and some of you guys may be like, that's a lot of work. It may be a lot of work. And I said, some of you guys, it may not be for you. But Spirit is saying, it's not a lot of work if you're doing what you love. If you're doing what you love, it will never be a lot of work. But when you're trying to force something and you're trying to follow somebody else's plan, remember those those people up there that's already a millionaire, when you're trying to force something and you're trying to follow after people that's already up there, it's going to seem like a lot. It's not going to seem fun. That money isn't going to be easy to make because you don't want to do it. You don't want to be there. You're not happy doing it. You're following guidance of a system that doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for you. The way that I manifest, you will not manifest the same exact way. You won't be able to do it. The way that I go after something, you won't be able to do it. But what you can do is take whatever guidance you receive and go out there and do it the way that you can, because why? Spirit said you are an orphan. You are an orphan who's going to find their soul tribe. And yes, you're going to become a beggar within that soul tribe because there's always something that you're going to need, whether it's finances or knowledge or what. But Spirit is saying you can manifest it. You have a specific way of manifesting whatever it is that you want. So why can't you get the $1 million when it already exists right here, right now? Only thing is, you got to get into position over here versus being the orphan with your family and friends, and get into your soul tribe, get into position where you're going to receive that money. Where you're going to receive that money. Where you can get all that you need. The beggar doesn't just get money from one person. They get it from millions, right? Think about it. If they receive literally $1 from 1 million people, that's $1 million there, especially because I don't think they get like tax credited or whatever. I don't think that money gets taxed, right? If you receive it like that and they put it in the bank. So either way it goes, don't get all literal on me. But that's $1 million. So Spirit is saying, we want to get you out of this orphan. You're going to be an orphan when you're becoming this millionaire. For the rest of your life, you're going to become this. You're going to be this orphan. But I want to get you out of being the orphan with your family and friends and not receiving anything, to becoming this orphan beggar when it comes to your soul tribe, right? You're not always going to be this, but you're going to start off this way, and you're going to raise yourself up, eventually becoming this emperor, right? Becoming on top. You're going to be on top. And now whoever you socialize with on top is going to be different than who you socialized with when you were this beggar. Why? Because Spirit said, you can't stay here. You were just meant to, basically use who you need to use in order to get where you need to get to, right? And not use in a bad type of way. Using people, they're using you too at the same time too. You're using them, they're using you. Same thing. It's just you're going to go about doing it differently. The way that you manifest is going to be different. So yours may come off a little bit more harsh or a little bit more gentle. It all depends. But Spirit's saying eventually you're not going to stay here. Your goal is not to stay this beggar. Okay, your soul tribe is going to constantly change too. So you can't sit here and say, oh, I got to stay with these people forever, because you're not. Your soul tribe may not want to go where you're going. They may decide, hey, this isn't for me. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of going after this money for myself, what am I going to do? I'm going to join we are going to become the millionaire versus I am going to become the millionaire. Right now, the soul tribe that you are joining is saying, I'm going to become the millionaire, right? They may decide, we are going to become a millionaire. So I'm going to find a partner and we're going to do this together. It's not going to be a me thing anymore. It's going to be a we thing, right? So they're going to end up leaving you. And Spirit's saying, so once again, you're going to be this orphan. You're going to have to find your new soul tribe. But each time that you go up, you're going to find a new soul tribe. Understand that your supporters and your whatever are going to end up changing. And you got to be okay with that, because remember, at the end of the day, you're in this alone. You're in this alone. Anyone and everyone that you meet when it comes to your soul tribe is not meant to stay there. You're not meant to stay there. And this is where all the addictions are. I got to stay in the hood. I got to go back to my hood. I got to go back to my family. I got to go support everybody else that did not support me. I got to go do all these things, right? And Spirit's saying, see, that's why I don't want you in those addictions, okay? I want you to remember, at the end of the day, you are an orphan. You are an orphan. People come, people go. But you're going to gain what it is that you need to gain. You're only there for sole purpose. And when you elevate, you're only there for sole purpose. And when you elevate, you're only there for sole purpose. Your purpose may change, right? It may just change. But you're going to still get whatever it is that you need. You are there for a reason. Okay? Now, let's move the fuck on. Let's move the fuck on. So, Where are we at? What dream or idea do you have discovered or undiscovered now, right now, that would make you a millionaire? So, what dream or idea do you have discovered or undiscovered now that would make you a millionaire? Steve, hello, good evening. Aren't y'all glad we started over? Either way, you have the Eight of Ariel. It says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. What idea do they have discovered or undiscovered? You got the Queen of Swords. You got the Tower. Damn. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. Give me a second. Whatever this is, like, you are literally going to change the game. Now, many people see, now this part, I'm going to tell you, this part is probably like lawsuits and stuff, right? But hold on. This is only because you did it first. So it's like a lot of people are now going to be like, well, you stole my idea. That's what I'm saying. Like that type shit. That's how you know you on to your $1 million, right? Now that you have to get a lawyer that you can afford. You can afford it, right? Spirit is saying you're coming up to the big guns. You're coming up to the big guns. Where you're about to receive so much attention, you're about to receive whatever, where people are going to end up being like, you stole my idea. Why? Because they're able to see you. They're able to hear about it. You stole my idea. There's a huge idea, literally. There is a huge idea that you have that somebody is going to feel like when you finally release this information to the world that you stole from them. Don't look at it in a bad way, okay? And don't panic, okay? Like, please don't panic on the lawsuit stuff, okay? It's just people coming out the woodwork. Like, all of a sudden, it's basically like people claiming, you know, I know you or whatnot, right? It's like, now, some of this could be true, but allegedly, let's just say like Beyonce allegedly stealing somebody else's music or something, right? What is somebody going to come out and say? Oh, Beyonce stole my music. Oh, Beyonce stole my words. Oh, Beyonce stole my dances. Oh, Beyonce stole my whatever, right? Basically, Spirit's saying there's an idea that you have that people are going to come out the woodworks and be like, oh, you stole mine, but you know why they're saying this? Do you know why they're saying this? Because your ass is making money, okay? Because you are making money off of it. And not a little bit of money. You are making a lot of money where you are causing a ruckus. You are gathering literally a lot of attention. You are gaining a lot of angry people, okay? So it's like you're getting an angry mob behind you because that's how much money you got coming in. There's an idea that you are going to do, if not already doing it, but you're going to do even harder, okay? There's something that you're going to do. There's something that you're going to end up doing that's literally going to break ground. And it's like, well, how are you getting all that money? You know, because they want to get in, right? So they're seeing you get all this money. It's like basically the slot machine, right? Right? All the coins falling down and everything else. And what happens? People come around like, oh my gosh, look at them, they won the jackpot. And what is everybody who sat in that seat before you gonna say? What is everybody that sat in that seat before you gonna say? You stole my jackpot. I was sitting there before you. That was my money that I put in that machine, right? That's what everybody else is going to say. Give me a second. Jesus. That's what everybody's going to say. And Spirit is saying, give me a second. That's how you're going to know you made it. And you may not even receive half of what you are going to receive. But those people coming out the woodworks is your telltale sign that there's more money to come. They're only coming because not only are you making money now, but you have a lot more to come. I'm not going to come out for a little bit of money. Okay, your time of shine is like here and there. I mean, your 15 minutes of fame is like going to be quick. So I'm not going to come up for that. But when I know that's a huge money maker that you have right there, I'm going to come out the woodworks. And I'm going to come out with the whole thing of, that's my idea. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. But let me tell you here, by the time you get to this point, Spirit is saying you're going to have so much proof. They're not going to be able to hit you with it. This is why I said do not be concerned with it. Whatever you're going to end up doing, Spirit is saying you are spiritually protected. You are going to have the proof that you need, that it is yours. So do not worry about all this. And this is why I don't want you to go back into, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, I need this. Because it is solely yours. You don't have to worry about all the things that you feel like you have to worry about. Because Spirit is saying when it comes time to take care of it, best believe I'm going to be in your ear talking about some, all right now, so we got to go take care of this, right? What happens when you win the lottery, right? What happens when you win the lottery? What does Spirit say? Or what do people say? Well, you should now go talk to a lawyer before you go collect that lottery paycheck, right? There's some people who can't let go of the addiction. They're like, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to go get my lottery ticket before I do any of this. It's my money. And what happens with those people? Everybody knows who they are. They don't have anything protected. So therefore, everybody got their hand out. Everybody's like, oh, that's my ticket. That's this. You owe me. You owe me. You owe me. You owe me. And the money goes and goes and goes and goes, right? But Spirit's saying the difference here is you're going to be protected. Spirit's going to let you know, hey, when it's time to do that. And you got the money. So don't keep sitting there talking about I don't have the money to do this. Because Spirit is saying you're going to have the money to do it. And I'm going to make it known that you have the money to do it. Go act on it. Go do it. Go protect yourself. Why? Because Spirit knows what's coming. Spirit knows what's coming. So think about whatever idea that you literally have right now that you're already pursuing or you're about to pursue. Spirit is saying it's like the lottery ticket. Okay? It's like the lottery ticket. When you finally get to that point where you're about to break through and everybody's about to know your name and everything else, Spirit's going to tell you, you know what you need to go do? Go set up that protection. Because all these people are about to come out the woodworks. Okay? Now let's modify go. How long have we been on this long ass reading? But either way, I skipped something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. Do I want to do it? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? What does Taurus need to let go of? You got the 8 of Blades, okay? The 8 of Swords. Get out of your reality. Get out of your reality. You are a millionaire, okay? We not on no shoulda, coulda, wouldas, okay? Potential millionaires. You are a millionaire. That's exactly why the video was titled, what was it titled? Becoming Your Family's First Millionaire, right? You clicked on this reading for a reason. Even if it was like, ooh, becoming a millionaire, you know, whatever reason that you clicked on it for a reason. Spirit is saying you need to get out of your reality. You're not going to be able to become your family's first millionaire if you keep looking at what your life looks like right now. How much money is in your bank account right now? Okay? Half these people that became millionaires, and not the people that had the silver spoon or whatnot, half these people that became millionaires were not looking at the fact that they only had $2 in their bank account. How many times have you had probably $2 in your bank account and pulled through? You weren't just looking at what you had in your bank account, right? How many times have you only had $4 or $5 in your bank account and you went to Wendy's to go wait in that line and get the fofo? How many times? Shoot, don't judge nobody, because shoot, sometimes you just gotta do it, because shit, it's $4. You get all that food and stuff. Just go get it. Okay, then you got like some change left over. You can go get some candy if you want to. The little cheap candy. But either way it goes, Spirit is saying, look, you can't be looking at what your pockets look like right now. You can't be looking at your reality right now, because your reality will keep telling you that you're never going to be the millionaire, that you are not a millionaire. Okay, your reality is going to keep showing you each and every day that you will never succeed. You will never achieve it. You'll never have it. That's what your reality is going to keep telling you. And Spirit is saying, and you're going to be worrying each and every day how you are going to get there. Your millionaire, your money is on the outside versus on the inside. Okay? That's what, if you keep looking at your reality, that's what it's going to show. My dream car is out there. My dream home is out there. I said the money is already here. It's just in somebody else's pockets, meaning it already exists. So if the money that you need in order to get whatever it is that you are going to achieve or you're going to end up buying, that means the rest of that shit is already here. The money is already here, meaning you already have your car. You already have your house, right? Spirit's just saying, I just need you to create the vision, okay? I need you to hold on to that. I don't want just the inspiration and everything else. I want you to hold on to the vision that you see for yourself. What does the version of you that is a millionaire, what life do they live? How do they live their life? That's what I want you to hold on to. Okay? That's what I want you to hold on to. I want you to hold on to the idea of what your car looks like, how it feels to drive that car. I want you to hold on to what that house looks like, how it feels to live in that house. I want you to hold on to what that business is like, what it feels like to run that business, or, be at the top, or whatever job or whatever it is. I want you to hold on to that. I do not want you worrying about where this money is going to come from. I don't want you worried about that. I don't want you asking me for fucking money, okay? I want you to ask me for whatever you are envisioning. I want you to focus on the vision, okay? Focus on the vision. Don't ask me for the money. The money is scattered. Let me worry about how I'm going to get the scattered money to you. It's yours already, but let me worry. Because you can't go talk to Johnny and Emily and Billy Ray Cyrus. Because shoot, I don't know nobody else right now. But you can't go talk to them and be like, hey, all you guys come together. Because Emily lives in London. And Jonathan, if I said Jonathan, lives in fucking Timbuktu or something, right? You can't go talk to these people. I gotta go talk to them. So don't worry about how the money's gonna get to you, because you can't talk to these people. They really don't even know you right now, okay? They may have just saw you for the first time ever and wondering if they even want to spend their money with you, right? You gotta be patient on the money portion. Spirit is saying the only thing that I want you to concentrate on is the vision. What does the millionaire version of you have? Whether it is a fancy car or it's a cheap ass car, it doesn't fucking matter. What does the millionaire version of you already have? That's what I want you to hold on to. That's what I want you to envision, okay? But I want you to let go of your reality right now, okay? Let go of it. But give me a sec. You have the Page of Blades, the Page of Swords, and you have the Queen of Wands. Okay? Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Just know you need to be, like, literally, look at your stage. Look at your stage. Worry about how your stage is going to be. How your stage is going to be. Basically, Spirit said you need to be setting up shop. Because in order for these people to come spend their money, on you, whether it's a boss or it's literally people, because you got a business or whatnot. In order for these people to come spend their money on you, they need a place to go. They need a place to go. They need someone to be attracted to. Okay? So this is like Spirit saying, focus on your temple. Focus on how you're gonna dress. How are you gonna dress? What makes you happy? What do you want to put on? Because whatever you put on is what you're gonna be attracting, right? Whatever's gonna be attracted to you. How are you gonna speak? Because however you are speaking is what's gonna be attracted to you. You know, literally, Spirit saying focus on basically what you can control, but focus on yourself. Like, get yourself ready, get your stage ready. Because what are these people going to come to? What type of show are they going to enjoy when they get there? What's going to make them give you part of your $1 million? What's going to make them give that to you? What's going to make them give that to you? But literally, what they're going to be attracted to literally is your happiness. Look how happy she is. You see how happy she is? What they're going to be attracted to is how happy you are, right? These people, basically, whoever is about to give you the $1 million from the places that's supposed to be, that Spirit is bringing to you, is looking for something. They're looking for something. Some of you guys may be like, I don't have a stage. You don't have a stage right now. And that's why Spirit said, get the fuck out your damn reality, okay? Get out of your reality. You are going to have a stage. You already have a stage. But Spirit is saying, how are you going to show up to the stage? You're creating the stage. You need to live in the reality that is the $1 million, okay? Because this is why I said, this is where you're starting from, okay? This is where you're starting from. I'm searching for people that I can, you know, I can learn from, I can grow into, and everything else, right? I'm going to their stage, but I won't always be at their stage, right? I won't always be in this beggar place, right? What's going to end up happening? I'm going to be searching for more. I'm going to be searching for more. Therefore, I'm going to go up and I'm going to learn whatever it is I need to learn, and I'm going to create something more. And then I'm going to learn what I need to learn. Like, I'm trying to elevate it up. And then I'm going to create something more. And I'm going to learn what I need to learn, and I'm going to create something more, right? That's what Spirit's saying to you. This is the key of getting out of your reality. Don't worry about how these people are going to get here. Let go of that. Let go of how the money is going to come to you. But what are you going to do to produce the money that's going to come to you? What are you going to do? Is it going to school? What are you going to school for? Okay? You know, is it a business? What do you want a business on? You know, this is what you need to focus on. Okay? If you're too busy trying to figure out how this money is going to come into, it has nowhere to go. It has nowhere to go. So it just what? Passes you by on the street. Everybody that you pass by literally passes you for a reason. It has nowhere to go. If I didn't go to that gas station, he would have had nobody to pay for. Okay, well, he would have. But it wouldn't have been me, right? It wouldn't have been me. I just said, hey, I felt like going to the gas station. So I went to the gas station, and therefore he paid for my little black amount and my Red Bull and stuff. Now, I don't really like people paying for my addictions and stuff. Maybe you could pay for my Red Bull, but I don't really like people paying for like the black amounts and stuff. I don't really like people doing that because it's like my little addiction. But he said it was fine, and I say, well, fuck it. But either way it goes, because I'm gonna get off. But Spirit is saying to you, what does your stage look like? That's the only thing that you should be concentrating on. We're not stressing ourselves about how we're going to become a millionaire, where this money is going to come from, because like I said, you can't get Brittany in London, because I done forgot her damn name. You can't get Brittany in London to give you the money because you don't know Brittany in London. Spirit knows Brittany in London. Spirit knows what Brittany needs. That comes from you. And Spirit is like, I'm going to send Brittany to you. But first, you got to get the stage ready. Stop asking me for fucking shit that you desire and you don't fucking got the stage ready. You need to get the stage ready. So when I send people your way, they have something to invest in you, okay? Now they're investing in you. So you can come out of this beggar energy and rise up into becoming, where we at? The emperor, okay? The boss, the CEO, the millionaire, right? Okay, let's move on. So we got 2 more. What did I mean by that? How to use it. I should have wrote the whole thing out. Give me a sec. I don't know what I meant, but let's see what comes up. How to use it. I don't know what I meant by it. But Spirit knows, and I'll just roll with them. How to use it. How should Taurus use it? Whatever it is. See, you gotta know. That's Spirit saying you gotta know. You got the knowing. You got the knowing. You have to know. Okay? You have to know. Why am I not? Either way, you have the ability to connect on a deeper level with people. Come on. Come on. You have the ability to connect on a deeper level with people and talk in ways they feel heard. Being able to penetrate their veil often leaves people feeling vulnerable. Often leaves people feeling like, I need something from you. Often making people feel like you're exactly what I've been searching for. Literally. I'm wondering if I want to get another one. You got clairaudience, right? You are meant to enter rooms in order to literally listen to whatever these people have to say. But at the end of the day, Spirit's saying you are an orphan. You're going to do this alone. You're just there to take the information, and you're going to go end up turning it into what you know now. You're no longer learning this. You know this information now. Okay? But you got clairaudience here. It says you have the gift of receiving intuitive messages from Spirit. It may sound as if it's right next to you, inside your head, or echoing as if from another dimension. So, for instance, right now, what am I doing? Channeling. What am I using? Clairaudient, right? The clairaudient ability. So, a lot of times with me, I don't technically hear people. So, I don't hear it. Like, if I'm listening to you, I don't hear it like that. If I hear it like that, it's some creepy ass shit when I'm laying down in the bed and I'd be like, please stop talking to me like that. I heard you call my name, but I ain't getting up. You're not going to get me tonight. It's not going to happen, right? Now, sometimes I hear it that way. But most of the time, it's going to be literally within my head. Ariella, good evening. It's going to be within my head. I'm going to hear Spirit as if it's my own thoughts, right? But a lot of times, I have to separate. My thoughts and Spirit. So a lot of times, I test myself to see if that was me or if that was Spirit. So I'll ask myself questions that I know I'm prone to say yes to, and Spirit probably gonna tell me no to. So I'll be like, do you think I should buy this? Right? I'll ask questions out loud, knowing damn well I probably shouldn't buy it, but if I hear a yes, that's me. That's me. I know I don't need this shit, but if I heard a no, I kind of get mad because I'd be like, why the fuck I can't get that? But I know that's Spirit, right? And eventually I am able to be able to tell when it's me and when it's Spirit. So therefore, now, when I start moving on in life, it's a lot easier to come to me. So, for instance, now, when I get on a roll, when I'm stuck, I think I told you guys this before, but I don't know if I was on the main channel or not. But when I'm stuck, I feel so disconnected from Spirit. I'm blocked. I'm not hearing correctly. I'm not getting the message. But when I start picking up, I'm hearing correctly. I just roll with it, right? Whatever guys I have around literally talk a lot. You know why they talk a lot? Because I talk a lot. So therefore, they talk a lot because I need somebody to talk to because I'm always talking to myself. So I'm always talking to Spirit. So when I start to channel, it's like talk, 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 talk. And I go talk, 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 right? Basically, I'm just trying to teach you the difference of Spirit in yourself. So some people's, guides may be a little slow when it comes to giving the message. So, you may need a slower breakdown. And sometimes I need that. I'd be like, you're saying it too fucking quickly, right? So when I get all like riled up and I'd be like, oh, I don't fucking know. Okay, like, right? They're talking too much, talking too quickly. I'm not catching it, right? Giving too many answers at one time. I can't take that. Slow it down. So Spirit's saying to you how to use it. Basically, I feel like how to gain it is you already know. Spirit's saying use the knowledge. And basically, I feel like you really need to visualize, once again, what it is that you know the $1 million version of you desires is already doing. Whatever it is that you want right now, that $1 million version of you will probably be like, that's a waste of fucking money. Okay? The broke mentality of you probably wants that type of car. Okay? That's the broke mentality of you. Just listen, because when you come into this money, you're probably not going to want that car anymore. You're probably not going to want that size house anymore, whether it's small or it's big. Spirit is saying you need to know what it is that the $1,000,000 version of you wants, not the one right now. Because the one right now, if you are in your reality, you're in the wrong reality, and you're going to end up getting some shit that's literally going to put you back in debt, and you're going to end up starting over from square one. I'm recording. Yeah, you're going to end up starting over from square one. Spirit is saying, what is the millionaire version of you going to end up having? Let's stop thinking like you are now, all right? Because you're striving to become the first millionaire. What is that? What do they have? Okay. Now you don't have to be all, I gotta only get like I gotta sacrifice, right? Spirit is not telling you to sacrifice. They're saying, what is the $1,000,000 version of you have? If they live in the penthouse, then they live in the penthouse. But if they are into saving, then they are into saving. Spirit is not telling you to sacrifice a damn thing. You don't have to give up anything in order to achieve it, right? But Spirit is saying, what does the millionaire version of you have? Not what you have now. Because some of the things that you have right now may be based off of the fact that you are not an orphan and you are still within the family. You are the orphan with the family and friends. Right? My family and friends say that I should be in the penthouse, which is why I want the penthouse. My family and friends say I should be driving a Ferrari, which is why I should be driving a Ferrari. Right? But the orphan of me with my soul tribe going up, becoming that millionaire version of me, literally says, hey, okay, my higher self whispering to me literally says, hey, we don't really want to be in the penthouse. We want to be, out in the woods somewhere. That's where we want to be. We don't want to be on the map. We don't want to be found. We don't want to be easily accessible, right? We don't want people to find us. We don't want people to call us for nothing. No, we want to be out in the boondocks somewhere. That's where we want to be. We want to move to Europe somewhere. That's where we want to be. And some of y'all may live in Europe. So sometimes I keep forgetting that people live outside the U.S. So sorry. You got to flip-flop your own ass. But basically that's what they're saying. You have to know, one more. You have to know what it is that $1,000,000 version of you is doing. You have Dream Girl, literally. You see that? It says, you have many options. It says in love, but whatever you love, right? Whatever, you want. You have many options in love, and that puts you in a place of power. You are their ultimate dream girl, the ultimate prize to win. Basically, Spirit is saying you already have an advantage over everyone else. You are going to be your family's first millionaire, meaning everything that you desire is going to be drawn to you. Okay, it's going to be attracted to you, meaning that money is going to come to you in order for you to gain what it is that you desire. But Spirit is saying you got to put a little bit more concentration on what it is that you actually want. Don't flip-flop it, right? Because if you decide I want this one day, I'm going to send you exactly the money that's going to get you what it is that you want one day. But the next second you change it up, you kind of got to give me a moment because these people can't really afford what it is that you want right now. Okay? See, you should have had your mind made up. So therefore, I could have sent the right people to give you the amount of money that you needed in order to get what you now change your mind to. And then the next second, what do? I'm going to change my mind again. I'm going to come over here. And then what does Spirit say? You got to give me a moment. I got to send people now to give you this amount of money, right? I got to go out and find other people to come over to you and give you this amount of money. Make your mind up now. Make your mind up now. This is why Spirit is saying don't connect to your reality now. Connect to the reality of you being the millionaire. What is the millionaire version of you want? So I can send the proper people to give you the money that you need in order to become the millionaire, in order to get the car that you are going to be driving, the house that you are going to be living in, making your business successful if your millionaire has a business, because you being your millionaire version may not have a business. That may not be it, right? That may not be it. You have the Ace of Wands. You got the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. I said King, right? King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Um, Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Be prepared to rise up. Give me a sec. Remember those secrets that I told you the millionaires are not going to want to share with just anybody because they want the money, right? So you being lower than the millionaire, yes, you're signing up for their courses, but they're not going to reveal everything to you because they want you to pay more in order to maintain being a millionaire, becoming a billionaire. Because remember, they got goals too. They're trying to get higher. They can't reveal everything. Spirit is saying you're going to know the secrets, right? You're about to join the club. You're about to join the club. You're going to join the club. There's going to come a time where the people that you hate and you feel like are selfish, you're about to become that person. You're about to become that person. So you may be looking at them right now as if they're greedy. You know why you're looking at them as if they're greedy? Because you have not achieved that yet. But you're going to get there, and Spirit is saying you're going to be that person too. You're not going to be revealing too much. Why? Because you're going to have even bigger goals and you're not going to want to give too much. That's not saying, once again, you're not going to help anybody. But in order to maintain what you worked hard for, you're not going to be revealing too much. But Spirit is saying there's going to become easier access to now the millionaire secrets. Now you're going to know what you could not know before. You're going to know that. Spirit is saying there's going to come a time where you are now going to know what you did not know before. What you were not allowed to basically know. Now you're showing up to the event on stage versus in the audience. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense. Let's do the last part so we can get off this. So, what's Spirit's final message to you? And thank y'all for sticking around with me. I know we had a tough time in our last video we did. I deleted that video. You won't be able to see it, but it was rough. But I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Anyway, what's Spirit's final message to you? Damn, didn't even give me a moment. Spirit said rest. Well, you can't really see it, but it says rest. It says divine timing is, oh, come on. Come on. You better go enjoy life, okay? It should not be hard. Divine timing is always spot on. Sometimes you just gotta rest and wait, okay? Because like I said, we gotta go get Brittany from London. You're not automatically gonna get Brittany within 2 seconds. So sometimes you just gotta wait for it to come together. Stop trying to overwork. Stop trying to make it happen. Stop trying to do too much. Sometimes you gotta wait for Spirit to bring Brittany from London to give you the money that you're gonna need. To get Brittany to invest in you, to get the money that you're gonna need. So in the meantime, Spirit's saying you need to rest. Okay? It's gonna happen when it's meant to happen. If you are overworking, you are not in alignment. You don't trust it. You don't have faith. You're not the millionaire version of you. You're speaking from the reality right now, which is a lack mentality reality, which is why you feel like I gotta do and I gotta do and I gotta do. All right? Remember, Spirit told you to get your stage ready. Get into position. Do what you can do and go rest. Go enjoy life. Right? Divine timing is always spot on. Let go of your need to control and take a break. Get the stage ready. Design the stage. Design the life of what the millionaire version of you lives. You got the 9 of Cups. See, now you are no longer standing at the end of that road. You now decided to use whatever is going to get you to become this millionaire. You went from the 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. And Spirit is saying, I want to make you complete. And I want to give you the 10 of Cups. But you got to give me a moment. I'm going to get it. You going to get it. You're going to receive it when it's time to receive it. You got the Ace of Swords. So beautiful. And you got the Star. Make the wish, have it fulfilled. Make the wish, have it fulfilled. Hold on a minute. Communicate your wish and have it fulfilled. Spirit is saying, I heard you. Okay? All I needed for you is to decide that I'm going to be the millionaire. That I am the first millionaire. I am becoming the first millionaire in my family. That's all I needed you to do was decide. Don't stress about it. Decide. Stop trying to solve everything. Decide. 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 Set up the stage. Tell me what it is that you desire. Tell me what it is that you want so you can have it. Your cups are going to be fulfilled. You're going to get the wish fulfillment. Spirit is saying, but all I needed for you to do was that. Simple as that. And when you ask me it, keep setting up your stage, but let it go. Go to bed. Fuck. Stop stressing. Go to bed. Okay? I will bring it to you. Go do something else. I will bring it to you. Stop trying to overdo it. What point do you have to prove? Nothing. Only thing you got to prove something to is yourself. Because what does Spirit say? You are the motherfucking orphan. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much our reading. Bye, y'all. When I get this